What's going on, guys? So we're settling into our new place. We just moved into an Eleonora, and I've kind of always wanted to have a outdoor shower. So what's the better spot than right there? So what I'm going to do is I'm planning on just digging some posts in the ground just over here. Gonna have 2 posts there, and then gonna make a nice sick black butt screen with black butt flooring. But yeah, let's crack into it. So the whole standing area is going to be roughly about 1 meter by 1 meter. I want to make it pretty close to the fence, but not too close that when I dig it's going to fall away, because there's like a small retaining wall here. So I just got a bit of marking paint, and I'm just going to kind of lay out where I think it'd be good for the post to go. So I'll start with putting the middle in. Alrighty, so I got all the corners laid out and where the screen's going to go. So I'm going to have my 2 posts here and here, and then they're going to cantilever on either side to hold the screening material up. And if it's flimsy, I might chuck a post in the middle. But now I can start digging these out.
Here in the wild, a young tradie trying to work out how to cut a post, how to dig a hole.
Good help is hard to find.
What he shall do. His labor is off. He's probably smoking to die. Don't you worry. That's safe. He wants my help now. I better go.
Oh, not the Gotcha. Yahtzee.
In the hole.
Is this treated?
Yeah.
We just found the concrete a little bit wetter. Just a little bit.
Dig it up, oh, digging it.
Dig it up, boom, dig it.
Oh, that is sweet.
Yeah.
That ain't going nowhere, man.
Absolutely.
My name.
You bastard.
Dig it up, boom. Alright, so while that's going off, I'm going to be cutting down this 140 by 50 or 45 black butt. This is what's going to be like on the floor, and then the screen is just going to be some 136 by 19 decking. So most of the stuff that I'm using is leftovers from work. These were some leftover handrails at a recent job I was working at, and so it's all recycled. Most of it's free. So the kind of dimensions that I'm working to are really what I can get with the most amount of use of the material. So it's a little bit smaller than what I wanted to, but you know, if it saves me from going out and buying like however much this stuff is. I've got no idea how much this stuff is, but it's pricey. Black butt, so yeah, get it for free. Also, these saws are a weapon. This is like 140 by 45 hard, and this thing just burns through it. I should probably could be cutting this with a drop saw, but I don't have one here, so I'm just using the good old 36 volt. Alright, got them all cut. Now I'm just going to show you what it's going to look like. There you have it. For comparison, yes, I will go stand on it. So in the scheme of things, I probably would have left one of these out and made it a little bit longer, but at least it's like a dancing pad now. Alright, now that I've got these all concreted off, I'm going to start making the frame for the floor. I'm just using H4 treated pine. I got it all marked out, so I'm just going to cut it now. Now that I've got them all cut, I'm just going to start batten screwing them together. So I've got this little piece on here just to brace it because I put it square and I want to keep it square so the batten screws don't pull apart. I also pre-drilled these holes just with a 5mm bit before I'm screwing them off. I find that it helps a lot. Go. So I dug it out around the high spots here just so it's a bit more level, and then now I'm just backfilling with some dirt around it. Alright, now that I've got all the base in, I'm going to start working on the screen. So I'm just going to be checking in my battens that go into it. I've set my saw to 35mm. What I've kind of done is a bit silly. I already put this in, so instead of the batten being like at the same height, I'm just going to use that thickness there on the saw and just run it along, and then I'll set out my batten spacing after that. What are you doing? So that is the bottom of the first batten. And then what I can do is get a little off part. Alright, I got it all marked out now. Now I just got to come through and cut it with this. Alrighty, so I've just finished cutting where the, let's call them battens are going to go. So I've cut the top and the bottom. Now I'm just going to go and just get it out. Get it bloody out. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use this. Sorry, I was using this to just cut the lines because it's light, it's easy. And now I'm going to come back with this big old girl, the old double 18 volt, and just feed it. As you can see, they're all cuts in there. So now this is the not so fun part. Chisel them all out. So I actually don't normally use a mallet to chisel, but what's the matter? Why not give it a go? That's what I'm after, a nice tight fit. So now, after I chisel all these out, I'm just going to start cutting these into sizes. Bang, 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 putting them up. Alright, so we've made some good progress on the shower screen. Kevin and Mark are just working on it now. What I've done is I've painted the treated pine behind the board so that when you look through the gaps, it's black. And then all we're doing is just matching the boards up with the boards down here.
Does that look good, that gap on each side?
Yeah. Maybe.
Let's go.
I'll
Make
go
sure
like
you
this
get
so you
that
can
same
see
screw
it.
hole again.
You reckon that's on?
Sure.
Something like that. Yeah, go there. Up here.
I see you.
You got any more big ones?
Nah, that's it. What are you doing here, Mac? Like, what do you explain to us what you're doing?
Putting that level line across.
Just on the screws?
Yeah, just stop touching it.
Are we going in the middle of the screw?
Yeah, well, I'm just gonna have to even that one up because it's. Go Spartan on your ass in a second.
Do you need help or no? Dude, tell me if I need to hold it.
The level's upside down.
One's upside down.
Let's see the fit. Oh, it's perfect.
Yeah.
So it was getting a little bit dark yesterday when we were putting this up, but I'll give you a little update of what we got up to. So I've got, most of them are up, it's only really the two outside ones that aren't, and I've got all the screws ready to go. Just gonna whack my earmuffs on and get into it. So I'm using the Makita 40 volt impact driver. Also using the Makita 40 volt drop saw. This thing's awesome. This thing is awesome. So I'm just going to be working on this little bit here and here to finish it off. Alright, well that's pretty much a wrap for the framework and the construction of the shower screen. Make sure to come back in next time for the plumbing.